Hey, howdy, hey, this is Dal and...
It's Bob.
Yeah, and I was going to say Josh, but he's getting off a chair right now to ask questions.
I don't want to fall.
Okay, just don't jump. So, here's the thing. You guys saw the first two videos. If you haven't already, stop watching. Be sure to hit the links in the description to watch Bob build a deck, then Dalian build a deck. We opened a whole bunch of Dragon Maze pre-release kits. We did a Supreme Draft. We want to test out the online format in paper. And what better way than use some Dragon's Maze?
And why do we use Dragon's Maze?
Because it's garbage.
Well, and why do we have to use garbage?
Because we don't have Zendikar.
Exactly. Thanks, Wizards.
Okay, so we're actually going to play the decks themselves. Best 2 out of 3 standard rules apply. Bob has actually shown me the Carbon app, which is pretty cool. I have it on my phone. Be sure to check it out. Has a life counter. You actually get to choose who goes first, and you can have it up to 6 players, I believe.
So, yeah.
For commander games, a little bigger games, and it's really cool. So let's go ahead and start the game. 20 life. There's 2 players, and then we'll finger your phone, and that means I go first. And so yeah, okay. So you're changing your color. You're gonna be that guy.
I'm gonna be that guy.
Okay. So you're gonna go purple. I might as well be that guy. There's actually, I think, 9 colors or 12 colors rather, and you have different effects for Sage Blessing, Monarch, kill player, and counters if you want to track poison or infect damage rather, or commander damage, depending what you're doing. So we're going to shuffle these bad boys up and see how we do.
These Ultimate Guard sleeves.
Oh yeah, we do have
Never played with before.
Yeah, these are brand new on the package because we opened amazing stuff that was worth almost 43 cents. So we decided to sleeve it on up.
Hey, you know, I opened something in here that ain't raw dogging, so.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll give you mine to cut if you so choose. I'll cut yours. Okay. And I'm going first, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
No, you're not. I'm gonna go first and draw first.
Oh, okay. And I'll sit here and watch you do all those things and question it later. Yeah, I actually think I can run this.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Okay. So, good luck to you, sir.
You too?
Hope you do well, just not better than me. First card I'm going to play is going to be the Orzhov Guildgate, comes in tapped. So you go.
Swamp.
Ooh,
Good.
Swamp Pass. I like it. Then, oh man, all my lands are tap lands, so it's not ideal. However, I will play the Azorius Guildgate. Like I said, it comes in tapped.
Mountain, go.
So this is an exhilarating game of land go. I'm actually going to play Island, tap all 3. I'm going to throw out a Clue Stone. I'm going to go with the Orzhov one, and I'm going to pass the turn off to you.
Forest.
Oh, playing Jund, huh?
Rakdos Cluestone.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
Mana Rap City, population us. So, let me see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to play a Swamp, I know that much. That's about as far as I got in my turn idea. So I'm going to tap these 3. Actually, we'll be slightly smarter about this. I'm going to tap these 3 lands for another Clue Stone. So I have access to the 3 mana, and I'm going to use the 2 Clue Stone mana to bring in Tides Drinker. It's a 2/1 with lifelink and extort, which means whenever I cast a spell, I may pay either a black or a white. If I do, each opponent loses a life, and I gain that much life. So go on ahead, pass turn. Uh-oh, Bob's thinking. See, the wheels turning and the steam coming.
Tap everything. The Rakdos Blood Witch.
Oh.
So she's a 3/3, first strike and haste, has Unleash, which means I can put a 1/1 counter on it, and if I do, it can't block. I will.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Bob gets to borrow my die.
And other creatures I control that have a 1/1 counter on them have haste.
Okay, that's kind of scary.
So go to combat.
Sure.
Swing for 4.
I will be taking 4 because I don't lose my Tithe Drinker.
And I'll pass the turn.
So, draw for turn. And then, so you have 6 mana available. That's actually pretty decent. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap white to blue for. Actually, don't want to do that. Actually, going to tap 3 rather. I'm going to throw another clue stone out there. So I have all of the manas at the moment.
Can you cast anything? But can you cast anything?
I can, and I was actually thinking about extorting, but I'm actually going to play my 4-drop instead of the 2-drop I originally had planned. So we're going to play Council of the Absolute. You guys remember seeing this in my video. There's battlefield, name a card other than a creature or land. I'm actually going to choose Fatal Fumes. I drafted 4 of those. So Bob has some information. Your opponents cannot cast cards with the chosen name. So I see Bob has black, so there's a chance he might have pulled one. And spells with the chosen name cost 2 less to cast, so it's a 4-drop. So I will hopefully get some use out of that. Meantime, I'm going to actually swing 2 and gain 2 of my life back with the Tithe Drinker.
Tithe Drinker does have lifelink, yep.
So Bob and I are back even at 18 apiece.
Cards in hand?
I have 2, and I'm tapped out on mana. And I have a metric butt ton of it.
Black and 3. We'll cast down. Target player discards 2 cards.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, if Deputy of Acquittals was the 1 card, and the other card was Far and Away. I was actually planning using that next turn, but I thought the Council was slightly more important.
Go to combat. Swing for 4.
I will be taking 4 again.
Realize I should probably move my mana base up a little bit.
Oh, you're still in frame based on the markings you drew on your mat there.
Pass turn.
So untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Not the best card ever, but that's perfectly fine with me. I will actually play Pilfered Plans. And go ahead and mill the top 2.
I mill 2
and then I draw 2 cards.
Okay. Blood Scrivener and Swamp.
Okay, it looks like you haven't played land about 2 turns, so that's actually pretty good for me.
I would have liked that land drop, yeah.
I'm debating if I want to extort it or not. That pretty much just means I have to have a 3-drop. But yeah, I'll actually tap the Orzhov Guildgate, and I will gain a life, and Bob will lose a life for the Tithe Drinker. I have not played land for turn, so it actually works out pretty well. I'm going to pay 3, and I will extort this as well. So I'm going to gain another one. I was going to lose another one, so we're back even at 16. I will be playing the Windrake. It's a 2/2 with flying for 3 mana. I might as well start attacking a little bit more aggressively. I'm going to attack for 4. I'll be getting 2 life on the lifelink, unless there's a Force of Will action, which I doubt he has.
4.
Not in Dragon's Maze. So I will pass a turn, and I have no cards in hand. I am tapped out. It looks like Bob has 7 cards in hand, so
Yeah, I got a full grip.
I do not.
Not had.
It's funny, he's playing probably creatures, and he has a full grip, and I'm the guy playing Esper Control, which means I should have more cards in my hand. It's working out wonderfully.
Carnage Gladiator, 4/2. Whenever a creature blocks, that creature's controller loses a life, and 3 mana to regenerate it.
Sure.
Combat.
I'll be losing 4.
Yep. She can't block, so. And I'll pass turn.
That's it. Well, I just want to make sure I'm reading that correctly.
Because she's unleashed.
Well, it just means it can't block. Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so there's no reason to
Yeah, no reason to keep it held back.
keep it back.
I mean, I could probably saved a few life, but I also don't want to lose the evasion though too, my flyer. So I might need that later. Oh, okay. That's actually a pretty solid hit there. Oof, okay. So, Bob, I am slightly sorry for this. By that I mean I'm not at all. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will be paying 1 to extort it.
Mm-hmm.
So gain 1, lose 1. Lavinia of the 10th. So protection from red, so 4/4. Enters the battlefield, detain each non-land permanent your opponent's control with converted mana cost 4 or less, which means until your next turn, my next turn, these permanents cannot attack or block. The activated abilities cannot be activated.
Yep.
Excuse me. So I'm actually going to swing out and be a little more aggressive. I'm going to be swinging for 6.
I'm taking 6.
And I'll be gaining 2 off the life link with the Tithe Drinker.
Yep.
And I will pass turn. So unless you play a mono green creature, I might have this one. Or at least a flyer. Was that Baywatch or Hawaii Five-O?
Hawaii Five-O.
Okay. It was one of those terrible shows I couldn't stand getting into.
Oh, putrefy.
Ooh, okay. That kind of screws my plan a little bit there.
Yeah, pass turn. No, I'm still dead on board.
Well, you can block on this turn coming up.
Right, but you have 3 creatures. I can block one of them. They each do 2 damage, so I'll take 4, and then I'll lose 1 when I block for 5.
Well, we don't know what either one of us is going to draw, so we might as well play it out and see what happens. So, oh, of course I drew that. Super duperly helpful.
Doesn't matter, just swing.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just going to swing the board.
Yeah, so can't block the flyer, so block that guy. So I lose 1 from blocking, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 0.
Wow. Okay.
Needed a little bit more mana a little sooner.
Okay, so we'll set the low D20 symbol there, and we're going to hit reset. It's going to put us back to where we were without having to hit the button like 20 times, at least in Bob's case.
Let's see if.
So I'm going to also look at my sideboard because you did. Kind of glad I'm.
Yeah, I'm not going to sideboard.
There's one card I'm thinking about, so I'll see if there's anything I can take out for it. Yeah, that seems like a kind of a dead draw, so we're going to take that out. If you guys watching at home, that's the card I took out. And I'm actually going to be replacing it with this card here. Yep, that was an island I just threw on my playmat there. There's a few things that Bob threw over on that side of the table.
Not necessarily sure I'm a fan of these sleeves. The corners are real, like, I feel like I want to wear them out a little bit.
Well, thankfully these are Dragon's Maze, so who cares?
You hear the crispiness from these.
It's a little bit wetter. It's not like our friend's chewing. Literally anything. Anything's got eats. It would have sounded like that. Like I'm sure you choose water that way. Okay. Well, good luck, Mr. Bob. I assume you'll be on the play for game 2?
I will be.
Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if I do all right with this. Yeah, this, it does not seem great. However, if I get one more land, I would be a lot happier with this.
I'm in a similar position. I think I'm going to risk it though. I'll keep
That's, yeah, well, okay, if you feel confident, then so do I. Let's go.
swamp. Good.
Plains, go ahead.
Forest.
Uh-oh. He's doing a thing.
Blood Scrivener.
Hmm.
If I would draw a card while I have no cards in hand, instead draw 2 cards and lose a life. And it is a 2-1.
Okay, so I have not hit my 3rd land yet, so I'm kind of concerned. But, yeah. Pass turn. Unfortunately, that I'm missing a color for what I wanted to do. It's like, oh.
Combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing for 2.
Response, Deputy of Acquittals, trade.
Yeah, sure. Does Deputy Acquittals do when it comes into play?
When it enters the battlefield, I may return another target creature you control to its hand.
Okay, may and another, so
Yeah, so
can't. It doesn't bounce itself.
no.
I'll toil targeting myself, so I'll draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
Okay, how many cards in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, that is a dead draw and a half right now. Still stuck on 2 lands. Passing turn.
I'm missing one of my colors, if that helps.
So am I.
I'll dirty. I'll get the Blood Scrivener back.
Okay.
Turn creature from graveyard to my hand. And pass turn.
I see you're pulling a lot of those fuse cards. Would you mind actually explaining what that does for some of the viewers who may not be familiar?
So you can play either side. So in this case, I can spend 4 mana to have target player discard 2 cards, or I can spend 3 mana to return a creature card, target card from my graveyard to my hand. Oh, target card. Oh, I messed that up. I could have got the toil back. Oh well. But it has the ability fuse, where if you pay both mana costs, you get both effects.
Okay, so you pay 7, then you can get basically 2 cards spawned on 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. See, I knew what it meant, but that's because I played back in this time. So, wow, another card that does not help right now. So I'm going to pass turn. Meantime, I'm going to discard down to 7 because I have 8 right now. I'm actually going to get rid of my 6-drop Maze Abomination, which I was hoping would be a big finisher for me.
forest. Because you know I'm all up. Spells, bubbles, no mana. So, I'll play Renegade Crisis.
Oh gosh, what's that do?
It's a 3/2. It's got Evolve, so if a creature comes into play on my side that has either greater power or greater toughness, it gets a 1/1 counter. And whenever it evolves, I get to put a 1/1 counter on each creature that I have that already has a 1/1 counter.
Cool.
And I'll also play the Blood Scrivener. Doesn't trigger the Evolve because it is lower on both ends.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Land? No. So I guess to play a little bit defense, I'm going to play the Lay of Decree. Detain up to 2 target creatures your opponents control.
Okay.
So they cannot attack or block until my turn.
Sure.
So go ahead. So the best part is I only have 2 lands. I've not done almost anything, and he still has 2 less life than me. So I like to think I'm winning right now, but I'm not. Okay, he's having 6 mana. This is scary.
Maze Behemoth. It is a
Oof.
5/4 trample. Multicolored creatures I control also have trample.
Which is
Nothing right now, but
correct, yeah.
and I'll pass the turn.
Well, oh, cool. I got land. I can almost do a thing now. Cluestone. Say go. I'm going to be taking 10 to the face here in about 2 seconds.
Now, also play Cluestone.
You know, his access to red.
Red and black. Blood Witch with a counter.
Yep.
Go to combat.
Taking 14.
Swing with everything.
I think it's safe to say at this point Bob has the game pretty well in hand.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay, so I might have a little bit of a chance here.
Oh, actually you take 15. Sorry, because that evolves.
Do you need a die?
Yes, please. You have all of them over there.
Just a 1/1 counter?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm...
And I think when it evolves, it triggers that too.
Whatever creature enters battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power toughness than this creature, put 1/1 counter.
So this comes in. How is it worded? I'm just curious here. You have this creature enter the battlefield. So it enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter as a 4/4. Triggers evolve there. When that evolves, it triggers that there and puts another counter on that. But missed the trigger, so.
Okay. That's
But
still
not-
good to...
The game is almost over, I'm assuming, right? Unless you're going to board wipe.
Oh yeah, in Dragon's Maze. I'm going to at least have a last ditch effort here. I'm going to play another Decree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put on the Maze Behemoth and the Rakdos Blood Witch.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 2 more mana for Tithe Trigger.
Sure.
So if nothing else, I can at least possibly gain some life back here.
Okay.
So I'm going to pass turn.
Those 2 were detained. Mana. Green and black and 1 will putrefy the Tithe Drinker
Yep, that's game.
and swing.
Okay, so my next turn I was playing up playing Lavinia the 10th. So,
You got Magic the Gathering.
yep, I would have had enough land to do it too.
Hey, look, we reset that so we don't have to hit the button on Dalian's side 15 times. That's what you get.
See, this is why I don't keep a 2-land hand when your curve's around 4.
Yeah, I didn't. I kept a hand that didn't have a mountain in it. And if you hadn't been short on land, that would have really bit me.
Yeah, I had 2 Cluestones, an opening hand with 2 lands. It's like, oh yeah, if I get 1 more land,
You're
I'm
fine,
golden.
yeah.
And unfortunately, as you saw, that did not come to pass the way I had originally intended.
I had the Blood Scrivener in my opening hand, so I figured at least I'd get a creature down and go from there.
Alright, so game 3, winner takes all on this one. Round 3. Ready, fight.
Trying to get copy art struck?
Well, I just was doing it poorly, so I couldn't tell.
7 notes. You get 7 notes once you hit that 8th note.
Oh, crap, I got at least 16 then. 7, okay, there you go. I am not going to be keeping this one because I learned my lesson from last game. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I did not do that. Yeah, I had 2 islands in my...
Oh, we didn't determine mulligan rules. Are we using current mulligan rules or mulligan rules from back in the day?
That's a good question. I just know I'm not keeping that hand, so...
I want to. I want to keep this. I'm gonna try it. This is gonna bite me.
So what mulligan rule are we doing?
Just use current mulligan rules. That's
Okay,
fine.
so draw 7, put 1 on the bottom.
Yeah, because you would have been draw 6, and then if you kept it, you'd scry 1.
Was Scry part of the Dragon's Maze? First?
They had
Okay.
switched it over right around that time.
Okay. I couldn't remember what exactly they...
I think it was around that time.
So let's do the current rule since you remember for sure. Okay. Go ahead and slice and dice and chicken fried rice. Okay.
Triple cut there.
Ooh. 4, 7, that goes on top. This actually looks actually pretty usable. What do I put on the bottom though? I'm just gonna put that on the bottom and pray for the best. Do we scry, I said? Or,
No, you don't,
No,
because
okay,
you
that's right too.
drew 7 and then put 1 on the bottom.
So,
You can scry on top of that.
that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so go.
Put a stomping ground into play tapped.
Oh,
Pass turn.
so that's why I decided you want to do card sleeves. I get it.
That is the only reason I sleeved any of this stuff up.
Okay,
It's
so
still a stomping grounds.
I have played this in every single game so far.
Wow. Okay. Sure.
Yep, I'm very lucky. So go.
Good.
Ooh, we've access to all 3 colors. Pretty cool. I'm personally not a fan of that, but I'm going to play Plains, and I'm going to play a Clue Stone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to attack for 2 of the lifelink. I assume you have no tricks or no
Nope.
block. Okay, cool.
10.
So go. Man, if only I had a blue land right now, then I have access to all 3 colors. And all 3 cards in my hand have blue in them.
Play a Blood Scrivener
Oh, okay.
and pass turn.
Wow, that actually does not help me nearly as much as I would have liked. So we're going to tap 3 for Clue Stone, tapping that one to extort it.
Sure.
Excuse me. And I'm going to attack for 2 of the lifelink.
And block and trade.
Trade.
Gain your
Okay.
2.
Okay. So go. And if there is any kind of glare, which I can't tell, the score right now is 25 to 17 in favor of the not Bob. But that can change any second.
Varzul the Scar Striped. So he's a 2/2. Each creature card in my graveyard has scavenge, meaning I can pay its mana cost and exile it to put a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to that card's power, and sacrifice another creature to regenerate him. So I could pay black and 1 and exile the Blood Scrivener to put 2 1/1 counters on Varzul. I haven't put it on any creature I control, but
That's actually pretty powerful.
it's one of the reasons why I'm running it.
Yeah, yeah. So go. Or is-
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Do you know if you had any other plays? Okay, it's always good to have another land. I wish it was a blue one though. Bu- 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 bu. Now I'm gonna pay black and white to sacrifice this clue stone. I'm going to draw a card.
Sure.
And before you untap your mana, I'm going to play away. So I could play far or away, turn target creature to its hand, then sacrifice a creature. It's really good to force him to choose, but since you only have one choice, I'm going to have him sacrifice just that one.
Oh, just sacrifice?
Yeah, target player sacrifices creature.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass turn.
I'll use toil, draw 2 and lose 2 life.
Okay.
And I believe I played land for turn, so I will pass the turn.
Jeez. Okay, still not blue land. Might as well pop that clue stone as well. And draw another card that doesn't help. Okay. Well, this is how I die.
Done?
Yep, go ahead. Has blue. Has blue. Also has blue. Straight up blue. I'm seeing a problem here.
Maze Behemoth,
Oh, of course. Awesome. Great.
pass the turn.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And I'm going to pay 4. For a Scented Law Mage. It's a 3/2 flying hexproof.
Sure.
Good.
Go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing with Maze Behemoth.
I will be taking the 5.
Take the 5 then. And Maze Behemoth.
That's exactly what I wanted to see.
Glad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll pass the turn.
Tapping 3 for Pilfered Plans. I'm going to put the top tuner grave, and I will be drawing 2.
Got a Pontiff Blight and Rakdos Cluestone. Pontiff Blight is a 2/7 for 6. It has Extort, and other creatures I control have Extort.
Good, good. Well, since I actually made it clear I was not going to be blocking with it, I might as well swing 3 in the air.
Take 3.
And pass turn.
Another land. All the manas. Well, go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Swing with both. Post combat.
Here's another Maze Behemoth.
No, Maze Abomination.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
And I'll pass the turn.
How am I going to get myself out of this one?
Lavinia and detain everything?
No, that's 4 or less.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yep. Yeah.
Doesn't seem good for you.
No, it does not.
That seems real bad for you.
Yeah, it would definitely seem like that, because it is. So I'm going to tap 4, cancel the absolute. As a battlefield, name a card other than a creature or land card. Your opponents cannot cast cards with the chosen name. Spells with the chosen name are cast cost 2 less to cast. I'm going to say Fatal Fumes.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to play a little bit defensively because I kind of have to at this point. So I will be passing. Nope. I have an Azorius Gold Gate coming in tapped.
Okay.
Forgot about that part. And I will pass turn to the Bob.
Cards in hand.
4.
Well, let's see if you got the Fatal Fumes now. Putrefy. You cancel the absolute.
Response Fatal Fumes on this particular Maze Behemoth.
Okay. So it's -4, -2.
Correct.
Okay.
So it is a 1, 2.
Okay. Go to combat.
Yep.
Swing with everything.
The fact you have 5 mana open, want to bet there's potential for a combat trick. I'm not quite I can't quite remember what all was in this. It's really, I think the smart long-term answer is to make sure that the base behemoth dies. And that'd be taking 9 and just living on a very faint heartbeat at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Here comes a pump spell.
I will Blood Rush. It really doesn't matter. I'll Blood Rush one of the 2 unblockable guys. So he gets +3/+1 until end of turn. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep, and Bob's got it. Well, your Maze Behemoth died, so.
Maze Behemoth does die.
Yep, so I feel slightly better about myself.
And before you die, I'll bring him back.
Nice.
I can't really do that because it's sorcery speed, but
Now, the rest of my cards were Pilfer Plans, Deputy of Acquittals, and a Windrake. I was hoping for, well, that doesn't help either way. I was hoping for the, or was it here, the Lie to Korea. I was hoping to detain 2 of your guys to buy myself some more time to throw more things out there.
I had another land and I had the Down and Dirty. I was thinking about maybe just fusing that and getting something back from my yard and then making you discard both your cards.
Well, this is definitely a nice little callback, or throwback to simpler time in Magic, before printing errors. So I want to take time now to say thank you to all of our subscribers. All of you guys who have not subscribed yet, please feel free to hit that like button, comment, start following us for more content. Be sure to, like I said, thumbs up our videos, and if you see a Steve video, be sure to thumbs down twice. Make sure it gets through loud and clear for him. Yeah, do you have anything else parting wise you'd like to throw in there, Bob, before we sign off?
I'm glad I don't ever have to play the set again.
But I think we can all agree with that. Even though it was kind of fun.
It was fun. It just reminded me of it reminds me that there were definitely bad times in Standard before.
But
So this is not a new, though I mean the where we're at now is pretty rough, but
like at least it seemed fairly balanced. I mean, it was bad, but it was like a balanced bad though. So I mean, there's at least that positive to spin out of it.
sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah, go team, do sports. All right. See you next time. Thanks again.